Hello and welcome to this episode of Let's Talk Oregon. In our first segment today, we're going to have two guests with us from the Oregon Straw Hat Players as they attempt to produce their summer musical, Damn Yankees. We have with us today Steve Zock, a producer of the Oregon Straw Hat Players organization, and Ian Black, one of the main actors in the production. So we're welcome to have you guys on the show. It's great to have you here. Ian, you're a repeat guest. Obviously, you've had you here before. Steve, I believe this is your first time on Let's Talk Oregon.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. So, Steve, as the producer or one of the producers, I should say, for the show, what goes into your decision-making processes when selecting your summer musical?
Yeah, well, we started about a year ago thinking about what we were going to do this summer, and there are a variety of factors that we work with in assessing what we're going to do. First of all, we look at what we've done in the past, and we were coming off of two fairly contemporary shows, Mamma Mia and Bright Star. So we were looking at doing something more of a throwback, getting back into the golden age of Broadway musicals, as it were. And so that's got us into a genre. And then the other thing we look at is producers or directors that we want to have direct the shows. And one of the people that we really wanted to reach out and have direct this year would be Mickey Reynolds, who's directing this show. He started in Straw Hat a long time ago on stage with us, and then went on to start directing a series of shows over at St. Bernard's Theater and did dinner theater over there every summer. That got discontinued, but someone that our organization was really familiar with, we had been in contact over the years with, and this was the right year for Mickey to direct for us.
So a little bit of a homecoming for him.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Exciting.
It's kind of really accomplished director, really well regarded, and someone who was part of our group for a long time. So he wanted to direct, and so we started throwing ideas back and forth, and he settled on Damn Yankees in his mind that he wanted to do, which meshed well with us. Number one, we hadn't done it for a long time. I think we did it 15, 20 years ago. So, and it's something he had also directed in the past, so he's comfortable with it. So that checked all the boxes for us. And it's a baseball show, right? And baseball's really regaining popularity. The Brewers are doing well, and it seemed the right time to do this show. And there was a sense that we wanted to reach out to the male actors that have been with us over the years, and we're looking for a play to spotlight them, including Ian.
Yeah.
And so everything fell into place, and Damn Yankees seemed to be the right show for this year.
Right. So baseball and musical theater seem to be rather incongruous, things, but really in this musical, they're really blended really well together. Is that correct?
It really does. I mean, it's a good theme. There's a good initial plot series about someone who hates the Yankees, a Washington Senators fan, and Ian arrives and offers him a proposition, and you get the story about will the Senators catch the Yankees and win the pennant. So, and it's if the Brewers were fighting the Dodgers, in the National League, same sort of scenario where the Dodgers have all the money and the Brewers are the young, snappy, upstart, small market team wanting to win the pennant, and that story seemed to fit right now.
Sure does.
It also lends to good production numbers, dance numbers with baseball players. You got 9 guys on the field, and you can easily choreograph those into interesting dances, and you got to come to see what we're doing with that.
Yeah. So kind of brings me to my next question. So what makes the show different? What do you think audience would expect to see as they come to see Damn Yankees? Like, what is it known for?
Yeah, it's got a great score and great songs, kind of upbeat 1950s. Big orchestra. We'll have an orchestra, about 20 to 22. Nice. Big sound. Yeah. Directed by Lori Fellens, who's known to our Oregon
director for
and,
sure.
So you're going to hear lovely music, some great songs, and you're going to see a baseball story on its surface. Kind of, will this happen or will it not happen? But there's some deeper themes too. It's being redone. It's in Washington, D.C. right now in regional theater. And it's going to Broadway next year.
Okay.
And part of that's because it not only has a baseball theme, but there's some underlying themes that are relevant to today's climate. Is like Ian offers a proposition as the devil. Your soul, I get your soul, I give you something. And I mean, it's not a stretch to figure out how that plays in the environment, social and political these days in terms of what bargains do you make with yourself about what goals you want to get. So there's some of that theme. I think that's what's carrying that on to Broadway. With it, there's a neat love story between the two Joes.
So there's going to be a little bit of everything.
It does.
Yeah.
It's got a whole lot of different levels. You can hear it on a variety of levels, and just a really compelling story.
And so, Ian, let's kind of bring you into the conversation here. And let's talk about your specific role. You're playing Henry Applegate. Is that correct?
Yes. I didn't know they had a first name.
You didn't know that? That's my knowledge of the show. So what makes your character so unique or special? What excites you about this role?
Yes. Well, Henry Applegate is the devil, quite literally Satan himself. And basically, I think what's special about this role to me is it's kind of my first time playing like a full-fledged villain. So it's something new for me, a new challenge in terms of acting. It's just a really fun part.
So when you say you play the devil, you are the devil manifested on Earth, right? And what kind of costuming do you wear? You're not going to be wearing the bifurcated tail and the pitchfork, right? But you look like a human character, is that correct? So tell me about the costume. Tell me about how that is kind of, as you channel that, how do you put that into a regular human being on stage?
Yeah. So we just had a costume test last night, as a matter of fact. And what we're kind of going for is this sort of like old-timey businessman, sort of con man sort of vibe. So like some of the influence that I took for that was from like just a lot of old performances from like my favorite movies. For example, Tom Hanks' performance as Colonel Tom Parker in the 2022 Elvis biopic. That was a big influence, as well as last week, me and my partner just rewatched Princess and the Frog. Dr. Facilier was a big influence.
Sure. So this is a slick-talking, kind of glad-handed
very
type,
sinister.
Sinister. I'm assuming maybe a pinstripe suit kind of a kind of deal. Yeah, good. I'm getting a good picture for that. So as a follow-up to that, what specific challenges does this role bring to you as an actor and a singer? Is it vocally demanding, physically demanding? And as you inhabit this Applegate character, what is your kind of focus as you play him?
As far as like singing-wise, it's not a very vocally demanding part. I mean, I have one song in Act 2, well, I guess 2 songs because there's a reprise right after. But yeah, in terms of just like the character's mindset, I just kind of, I like to get in the mindset of just like this guy, he's like, as I said before, he's like a con man. So in order to play like a scummy guy, you gotta think like just scummy thoughts. Like so I kind of pulled from just people that I've met in my life who like I just look at them and I'm like, wow, like I cannot believe you're like cartoonish levels of evil, you know, and kind of just sort of channel that.
Yeah.
You know.
And so, Steve, as a producer and who was involved in the casting of the show, what was it about Ian in your mind and your vision that made him a perfect person for this role? Yeah,
I think like Ian said, we're not dressing him up kind of as a devil with the tail and pitchfork and that sort of thing who pops up. So he's got to sell his role as Beelzebub, the devil, in a different way, in the con man sort of way. And so he has to have a presence about him. And Ian does. I mean, you hear his voice. He's physically he's tall and imposing. So that resonates with that, number one. But he also has kind of this ability to. Applegate's a charmer kind of, and he finds angles and he wiggles in, and he doesn't do it by straight power. He gets to the soul of people, and when we watched Ian play that in auditions, we saw that capability and that character in him. I mean, he jumped out and said that's Applegate. And I think when the audiences come to see Ian, you will know he is the devil when he's on. There will be no hiding what he's after.
Yeah, and I believe the last time we had you on the show, Ian, you were preparing for playing the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
So he's as full disclosure, I've known Ian for a long time, since he was a freshman in high school, and he is a force in theater to be reckoned with, and I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished and that you're still continuing to do theater as you moved out of high school and now you're almost done with your college and kind of that future for you. So Steve, as we kind of close out our time together today, let's talk about the details. Let's talk about tickets, where we can find them, the show dates, and what other pieces of information you'd like for our viewers to know about the Oregon Straw Hat Players in general.
Well, we've been around for 42, 43 years, and so we always do a summer musical. Our show this year runs the first 2 weekends in August, so we open on Saturday, August 8th at 7:30. That's a Saturday night, and then Sunday we have a matinee, the 9th, and then we resume the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. So Thursday night, Friday night, and then we do a Saturday. Those are 7:30 shows, and then Saturday afternoon at 2, and Saturday night at 7:30. So we back end with a double header on it. So 8th, 9th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. So our shows, tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for seniors and high school and under. So, and you can get them, just go to oshp.org, Straw Hat Player website. It's right there. You'll be able to click on buy tickets. We use the school system, but that gets you into that easy. So easy way to get it, oshp.org or oshponline.org, and that'll get you tickets.
So that's 6 total performances.
Yep.
First 2 weekends of August, and they're going to be right here in the Oregon High School building in the Oregon High School Performing Arts Center.
Yeah, and we're just really grateful to the district that we have the ability to use the facility during the summer. So we've had a really good run in partnership with the district. So.
And just a reminder to all our viewers out there, it's a state-of-the-art facility. It is air conditioning, so don't worry about the summer heat. You'll be very calm and cool and collected as you sit in that PAC.
Yeah, we're like AmFam field. We're climate controlled baseball field.
Climate controlled. There you go. So, gentlemen, thank you for both being here today, talking about this show. I'm super excited to see it myself. I'll be there that first weekend because I'll be on vacation the second. But I'm looking forward to obviously seeing you on stage, seeing all your work behind the scenes as a producer. And I know I'm getting ready to see a really quality production because you guys do a fabulous job here.
Thanks.
So, thanks for joining us today on Let's Talk Oregon. We'll see you soon. Thanks.